Hey Stormers, yes, we're back at the table, and if you've been following me on YouTube, you'll know I made a bit of a monumental screw up of the last time I played the Outsider. So, I didn't feel comfortable moving on to the next scenario. Carl pointed out a few mistakes I'd made, so I have decided to play again. I'm not going to run through the whole thing again and do another 8 to 10 videos. So what I'm going to do is just basically show you where I'm starting. I'll probably record a bit in the middle somewhere and probably do the end before we move on to the next scenario. So I've already laid out everything as required. The good thing is that this gives you an opportunity to use some additional cards which I purchased. I was in Singapore last week for a couple of days, went to a nice little shop called the Battle Bunker, and I picked up Path to Carcosa and Blood on the Altar. So I can't play those yet, I've not played Dunwich Legacy, but I've taken the player cards out. So there will be some additional cards in here which should help me out a little bit. So this is for Wendy. Oh my God, we're still saying Wendy, what is up with me? This is for Daisy. Gotta get that out of my head. So these are starting cards. I've already swapped out the ones or discarded the ones I didn't want, shuffled back into the pack, and picked the ones, or not picked, but drew some additional. And these are the ones for skids. There we go. So you can see, I think this one is one of the newer cards I picked up. So we're all set up, ready to go. We're starting as usual, or as last time, Castle Hill Apartments and the Gardens. And we'll just crack on, and I'll just record a little bit here and there just so you can see my progress, and hopefully the video won't last any longer than 5-6 minutes, and then next time we can crack on with the castle. Okay, catch you in a bit. Hey, this is a start of round 3. Unfortunately, Skids drew the Ancient Evils, which meant that we put a Doom on the agenda. And this of course can advance the agenda, so we're not even out of the apartments yet, and unfortunately the Ghoul encounter deck has been shuffled, or the Ghoul set has been shuffled into the encounter set. We're not looking too bad. We've got a few cards here for Skids, a couple of torches. We've managed to get the 38 Colt into play and the Machete into play. For Daisy, she's got a knife in play. She's got Dr. Milan Christopher in play, which gives her an extra damage and a couple of extra horror. And she's got these cards in her hand, so not looking too bad, but we could have really done without the Ghoul set being shuffled in this early. Okay, catch you all later. Hey, it's the end of round 5. We've got 2 Doom on agenda 2A. We've managed to advance the act to 3A, so we've managed to find the crypts there, but we haven't investigated those yet, so we don't know which one the Great is on. We've got Daisy who's in the church. Skids is a little bit behind, still on the Red Book River. We've got quite a hand of cards for Skids. We've got the Dynamite, which is good. A couple of sneak attacks, which is good. Flashlights, which unfortunately I got 2 flashlights. Unfortunately, I have both my hand slots full, so I'm thinking of maybe getting rid of the Machete and playing one of those. We need to get these clues hoovered up as quick as possible. Dissonant Voices is now gone from Daisy's threat area. Daisy's got a couple of spells there. Fearless. She's got Blinding Light. No Stone Unturned, which I want to try and get into play at some point, or play Medical Texts. Manual Dexterity, which is quite handy for her because she only got 2 agility, and Shriveling, which I think I'm going to try and get into play next time because she's got a shitload of resources. Okay, we'll catch up later. Hey, well, this is where we are now. We're getting near the end. You can see Skids there is on the area where the Great is, and in the crypt. What was it called? The Mausoleum. He's there. Daisy is there. She's got the 4 clues necessary got a shitload of resources, not so many cards. She does have the weakness there in Economicon, but we're not going to let that bother us. I think that's going to affect us in any way. We're pretty much tooled up. We are tooled up to shit at the moment, so I'm pretty sure, maybe not this round, because I don't think we've got enough movement or actions left, but I think next round we can pretty much get this in the bag and win it. So I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, and this is it. This is the last round now. So we've put a Doom on the agenda. We've got 5 there, so we're 1 away from basically getting a bad resolution. I drew the last 2 cards in the deck of the encounter set. The one I drew was for skids. I drew Obscuring Fog. It's not going to make any difference because there aren't any clues to pick up on here. We're supposed to be putting clues down. And the one for Daisy was Frozen in Fear, which is basically if you move, fight, or evade each round, it costs 1 additional action. Well, we're not going to be doing any of those because we're already in position ready to drop those clues. So this is basically it. This is the end now. We actually taken out the skids. Did actually manage to take out the Hunting Ghoul, which I played correctly this time. I mean, luckily he had the machete, so got a +1 on his fight and also +1 damage. We used the Colt a couple of times, but machete is pretty good when there's just one other enemy on your location. So this is it. So Wendy will go first, and she'll take 3 actions, and the 3 actions will be 2, 2, 3, action 1, action 2, action 3, and we found the grate. So that's it, finished. We actually managed to win legally. So what I'll do is I'll sort out the experience points. I think we get 2 for finishing the scenario. We get 1 for clearing the clues off the sepulchre, 1 for clearing the clues from the burial chamber. There isn't 1 from the mausoleum, but there is 1 from the Hunting Ghoul. So we're going to get 5 experience points from this. So, okay, well, I'll catch you all on when we start the castle, which is the next scenario, and I'll get everything figured out by then, get the decks reshuffled, put in the experience, swap out some cards for experience, and get cracking on with that. So anyway, thanks for watching this very short video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you during the next scenario. Bye, Stormers.